you and I need to look for and listen to whose guidance? God's guidance. I want you to note here two actions on our part. We have to look for and we have to listen to. In other words, God's guidance is there, but you and I are not going to receive it unless we look for it and we listen to it. And so our responsibility is to learn how to look for the guidance of God in our lives and to listen to the guidance of God in our lives. And would you agree with me today that if you and I are looking for and listening to God's guidance, we will make much wiser decisions? Because God will never lead you astray. God will never lead you down a detoured path. God is always leading you in the right direction. And every major decision in your life and my life, good or bad, is the result of a process. You make decisions out of a process. Everybody has their own process for making decisions. For example, maybe you've done this before. You had a decision that you were trying to determine what to do, and so you got out a piece of paper, and on one side you wrote pros, and then you drew a big line down the middle, and the other side you wrote cons, and you started to weigh out what's the pros of this decision, what are the cons of this decision, and you used a process of pros and cons to help you decide. Every decision you make in your life involves some level of a process. It might be a poor process, but it's still a process. When you drive onto a new car lot and you fall in love with a car that you can't afford, but you don't care because you love that car and you end up buying that car, there was a process. It was the process of emotions guiding you to a decision that you're still dealing with 7 years later every month that comes around. Amen? Am I talking to anybody this morning, okay? There's therefore now no condemnation, okay? But I'm telling you, we can get ourselves into big trouble by either a bad process or an unwise process in life. But every decision, what does it involve? A process. So if you want to improve your decisions, what do you have to improve? Your process.